Hey, I'm Amy and welcome or welcome back. Today I'm checking the Mel Brooks classic Blazing Saddles off the 1001 Movies checklist. After an entire month of Halloween and horror movies, I definitely needed a little comedy in my life. Blazing Saddles isn't my favorite Mel Brooks film so far, but it definitely has his signature style. A quick summary of Blazing Saddles. Hedley Lamarr, a corrupt politician, wants to take control of a small western town by running a railroad through it, but the only thing that stands in his way are the townspeople. He coerces the governor, played by director Mel Brooks, to appoint a black sheriff. At first, the townsfolk don't take that well to Sheriff Bart, but with the help of Jim, the Waco Kid, played effortlessly by Gene Wilder, the town bands together to defeat Hedley and his band of Klansmen, Nazis, and various other ruffians. The book mostly discusses the style of comedy Mel Brooks uses in his films, which I will get to later. The main layer is that the sheriff is black, and even though it isn't meant to be a film about race, the excessive use of the N-word and mocking white prejudice makes racism seem absurd. Blazing Saddles is a western parody on steroids. It's a fun and hilarious ride, and even though the humor may be polarizing to some, it is a quintessential Mel Brooks comedy. The reason I love Mel Brooks films so much is his quirky style of comedy, breaking the fourth wall.
Always like to keep my audience riveted.
Meta jokes about not only the film, but the filmmaking industry.
This is our studio commissary, where some Hollywood stars come to eat. Keep in line. And now we'll go to the special effects department.
Slapstick comedy.
Robert, I swear I'll blow this head all over this town. Oh, Lordy Lord, he's desperate. Do what he say. Do what he say.
And very modern references that don't even seem to fit in the time period that the movie is set in. All of these traits are in most Mel Brooks' films, but they are even more prevalent in Blazing Saddles because I believe the movie is set in the 1870s. There's one thing about most every Mel Brooks film that I'm not a huge fan of is the over-sexualization of women for the sake of comedy. He puts them in skimpy outfits to emphasize certain parts of their body. It's just very crude humor that is not really my sense of humor, but in some parts I let it slide a little bit because most of the time the movie otherwise is hilarious. One of the main reasons I wanted to watch this movie was Gene Wilder. I heard he was great in this movie and I've wanted to watch more of his movies since he's passed away recently. But in Blazing Saddles, he wasn't in it as much as I had thought he would be, which is not bad because when he was in it, he was playing such a great role.
Look at that.
Steady as a rock.
Yeah, but I shoot with this hand.
See, I knew you wasn't no Waco Kid.
The clip I chose for this movie is one that comes up a lot when talking about scenes in comedic movies, and is also one of the stupidest scenes in movie history, but also goes to show that fart jokes can be funny every once in a while. And that is all I have for Blazing Saddles. As always, these are just my opinions, but I would love to know yours. What's your favorite Mel Brooks or Gene Wilder film? Let me know in the comments down below. If you want to know which films I have already watched or just follow my progress in general, there's a link to a Google Doc with all of the films I have checked off the list so far. It took me a while to decide which movie I wanted to watch for next time, but because the book said that Blazing Saddles is basically a parody on High Noon, and my dad has been bugging me to watch a movie that he would enjoy, the movie I'm going to be checking off next is High Noon. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you, whoever you are. Let me know who you are in the comments down below and let's be friends. If you enjoyed this, leave a like and subscribe if you're new, because I love talking movies, TV shows, filmmaking, all of that nerdy fun stuff, and I would love for you to join me. So stick around and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!